Questions?
Do you guys ever have like time disruptance? Because really, if half of your audience is Kenyan, it's very like a bad time.
Kenyans living in the U.S.
Is that most of your audience?
Yes.
So when you break down your demographics, it's mostly people living in the U.S.
Mostly it's Kenyans living in the U.S. Yes, we do have Kenyan listenership. A lot of the Kenyan listenership goes when the show they watch it back when the show is not live.
Yeah.
And they pick up on the YouTube content.
So I work my lives on YouTube around Kenyan time.
Because that's your big audience.
Yeah, 80% of my followers are men.
Okay.
We know why.
50%.
It's not a bad thing, though.
50% are U.S. and then the other 50% is Kenyan. Well, Western. Let me say Western. 50% are like U.S., Britain, blah, blah, blah. Mainly U.S., but then other, like 50 Kenyan men are half of my population on YouTube. So when I'm doing like things with timing, I always kind of try to factor in Nairobi time. So that's what I was thinking, that you guys have a heavy Kenyan following, but maybe
no. We have a heavy Kenyan following. Kenyans who live abroad, not only in the U.S., in
Kenyan
Canada.
Americans.
In Canada, we also get listenership from the Middle East.
Ooh.
We get listenership from Ghana.
What is your main
South Africa.
demographic, though? Because everyone always has a main.
No, the main demographic is Kenyans living in the U.S. You know, like I would say more than 50%.
That's money.
Yeah, it's Kenyans living in the U.S. Yeah, so and we're still looking for sponsors. You know,
unfortunately, Kenyan views are shit.
Speak in
English.
Speak in Kenyan. Speak in Kenyan.
I've told them. My followers already know. I love them to death, but I cannot have too many. Like, you don't want to have more Kenyan followers than Western, or you're not making money, and that just is what it is.
So you're saying that they don't contribute financially?
No,
it's how YouTube pays.
How YouTube
pays.
Wait, the algorithms?
Yes,
yeah, listen.
A view from Kenya is less valuable than a view from the US.
Like, I'm talking,
it's just how they pay.
I'm talking like.
Is it because of advertising?
Yes.
Yeah.
Understood.
I'm talking like literally. The CPR for US is like $9. For Kenya, it's like 20 cents.
What?
It's that big of a difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
I can show you the stats.
Mm-hmm.
I love my Kenyan followers because when I was like lost my job, they M-Pesa'd me.
Oh, wow.
So like, I don't even really rely on views all the way. Like, I have so many people who M-Pesa me.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mubaba's too? No.
So it was nice.
No, the dancing partner. It was the dancing partner.
The dancing partner.
Even females. Yeah. Even females. Like, they were just like, yo, I'm so sorry. Like, I know that me watching this over and over, playing it back doesn't help all the way. Like, can I drop your M-Pesa?
But let me ask, why is it... Okay.
No, it's advertising value. It's a value that an advertiser is willing to pay. An advertiser in the US is willing to pay much more than an advertiser in Kenya. It's a demand and supply.
Are you guys Are you guys monetized?
No, we're not monetized yet, but we will soon.
So look.
And you need to come closer to the mic because we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So look, this changes sometimes, but right now, today, so it goes within like 5 countries. It'll go from top. Right now, today, U.S. the top geographies by CPM. U.S. is 1022.
Yeah.
Under that is what? How the hell do you even say that?
Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Australia and then New Zealand. So $10.22, right? Let's go find Kenya. Hold on. It's a long trek down. 89 cents.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think and you know these algorithms make people start tooling their content, and that's the reason why I personally come from a different philosophy. Like when it comes to content creation, I'm like just create authentic content, and whoever views it, whoever doesn't.
That sounds nice for a while though.
But then
I think I'm with Ellie on that.
Yeah, but then like when you start like tailoring content, like based on how much money you're gonna make, you're gonna end up being like mainstream media, which is what they do. and that's not what you want to be, because that's what we're trying to get away from.
Agreed.
You know, like where mainstream media sometimes they follow ratings to the point, to the second. You know, like this is what he said, and it got a lot of it got a lot of ratings, so throw that in the next conversation, so the conversation ends up not being authentic anymore.
Why should we go far? Just last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mika.
I said that is why you two are not the head of business on this show.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Because as you know, like now with
Wangetuangusha.
ni sawa tu. What's her name? Vera.
yeah.
There was
Vera
this
Sidika.
hoopla, what, you know.
I think there's a balance.
Only for her to drop an album or no, a song or whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's a balance.
And I'm
because
like, come on.
you can be authentic, but at the end of the day, making content costs money.
True.
Right.
True.
So at the end of the day, and I've had to learn that I've had to tone it down, like literally. I've had to learn the hard way some lessons.
But
Because I can be like, oh my God, I'm authentically me, but it's time. Time is money.
that is fine. But at the same point, how much are you willing to compromise you?
Here's the thing.
I have a
Here's the
threshold, but at the end of the day, it's a business. So say it's the same thing when you go into work and you're like, yo, I love wearing ass shorts all day, but this is my job, and my job expects me to wear this. This is where the money comes from. This is where the check is. So I gotta cover up a little.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
So
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yeah.
The one thing that it doesn't matter. Even if you make content geared that you're pointing towards a certain demographic, you're aiming towards something, or if you're making authentic content. What matters is how you package that content. Is what's going to matter how that content is going to be consumed.
But here, let me say something real quick.
Hold up.
There's a lot of fake ass YouTubers.
Yeah, there are a lot of fake ass YouTubers, right?
Who are just going towards money. I've met a lot of YouTubers, and
and then it gets to a point whereby you create the best content that you can create, and then there's somebody who comes from there with no content at all, but how they package what they're coming to, the content that they're having, gives it more attractiveness to people to go to it.
I don't agree.
Authentic content will only sell as far. Targeted content will only sell as far. If you only target your content towards people, and you don't know how to sell it to them, how to make them come into you, but you're making it because people like to watch this and this, but you don't know how to sell it to them, how to attract them to come and watch it so that they can share it. Because the thing is, you package it, it's seen, and then people share it out for you, and then it goes out. It has to be it has to have an attractiveness.
Yeah.
You can create content in a way whereby you know that people like this to consume this kind of content, but it has no attractiveness. People won't come to it.
Yeah, but let me say,
wait a little bit. There are people who have very good content, which is authentic content, and even if you see how they package it and how they sell it out there, people